What's up guys, How To Everything here, and today I'm going to be talking about how to clean a chicken nest or coop out. So it's been about a month since we've done this, and you usually do it whenever it gets dirty. For us it's almost every month, and you're not going to need a lot of things. Alright, you're just going to need a pair of gloves, a wagon, this wagon's dirty and broken, a tool to scrape. For us it'll be a hoe. A hoe can definitely fit in that area, and a shovel and a pitchfork to clean it up. So here's what our nests look like a month from the cleaning date. Alright, so first off we're going to put on our gloves. We're gonna make sure your gloves don't have a hole in it. Touching poop is not fun. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our hoe and we're gonna scrape all of this out. Now, as you can tell, there's eggs in some of these, so you might have to get a carton of eggs and collect the eggs so it's empty like these. So I'm gonna go collect the eggs real quick. Alright, so we have finished getting all of the eggs, and now we're going to start scraping. So what you want to do is, just like washing a car, you want to start from the top part and move your way down. So in my case, we have these little, I call them front porches. It's where they can fly up, land on this area, and then hop into the laying area. So we're also going to be cleaning this. And if they don't like roosting in here for some weird reason, some of them roost out here, which is why this is so caked with poop. So we're going to be cleaning that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the top, and I'm just going to scrape it. I'm going to press down and scrape like this. And I'm going to speed this up so you can see what I do. Also, remember, I picked the hoe because it's got these sharp corner edges. It's very easy to get in on the corner and scrape away. Alright, so this is what it should look like when you are done. It should be dirty, but you do not want to wet it. Do not spray this with water. You will get flies, maggots, and oh man, that would be bad. So this is cleaned. That is not cleaned. Alright, so we finished the whole top. Here's a quick view, and that looks way better than what it did. All of this right here came from the top. That's why we do the top first, so it falls down. Alright, and now I'm going to teach you how to clean the individual cubbies. It's not too hard. It's actually a little bit similar to the way you'd clean the top. So I'm gonna clean this one first. So you stick it in. You don't have to get all the way back, but you want to try to, and you just scrape it forward like so. Once you scrape it forward, it should look like this. And then you put it in, and you, for me, we have these pieces of wood right here, so it catches all of the chips inside, and it won't just fall out like this. It'll look like this, but way worse. So it's been catching the chips. So what you would do is you just slowly pull it, and then you come up like so, and you keep doing this until there's nothing left. And the cubby will look like this. And that's when you'll put a fresh piece, or a fresh layer. It should kind of look like that. So that's a dirty layer. You just... Alright, we're back, and all of the top nests are cleaned. Now we're going to, we've done the top, we've done the nest, and now we're going to do the porch, or so I call it, a porch. Now on this case, press down too hard and it'll break. So what we're going to do, let's see if I can, what we're going to do is we're going to just scrape this along. Scrape it along this way, and we're not putting any weight on it yet. We're just going to scrape it, and if this is sturdy, you can put weight on it. Try not to put too much weight on it. It might break. But in my case, if I scrub it a lot of times over and over again, it'll clean off finally. And if you could put weight on it, you can do it 1 or 2 times. I could put weight on the top, and I did it very easily, and it wasn't that long. And so I just keep scrubbing, and you can see it coming off. It's coming off, and I'm not putting any weight on it. I'm putting very, very, very little weight. So, alright, it's probably fully cleaned. You could still do a little better. As of right now, it'll be okay. That's all you really need to do for this. Once you're done with this porch, you move down to these cubbies, and you do these cubbies. Once you finish these cubbies, you do this porch again, and the bottom set of cubbies, the bottom porch, and you want to clean out the bottom. We do not want chickens in the bottom. That they lay eggs down there and you don't see it. That'll cause predators and a lot of crap you don't want. I'm gonna do all these things real quick, and I'll resume when I'm finished. And so we have the whole thing cleaned, and now we're going to clean up our mess. Alright, so now we have it all into a pile. I used the hoe to get under that area and to generally sweep it up. I used the shovel to get in this little tight space over here. You can just use the tools however you'd like to get it into a pile. And I used the pitchfork, and I just practically raked it up into a pile, as you can see. So now we have our pile, and we're just going to get our pitchfork. We're going to put this pile into the wagon. Once we can't pitchfork anymore, we're going to use the shovel. And once we can't shovel it anymore, we're going to use the shovel, and we're going to put the hoe on top of it, kind of like a dustpan. I'm not going to show you me doing this. It's rather self-explanatory, but I will tell you where I'm putting it and show you where I'm putting it. Alright guys, now we are done with the pile, and we have put it in our very broken wagon, and we're down to the chips. We're going to put some chips into our nests, our laying nest. Alright, so we use bedding. You can see it, but it's upside down, so it's quality bedding. It's PF, and we always keep 2 of these bags inside the house at all times, because we never know when we're going to have to clean this. What you do, you just put the bag right next to it, and you can do this with bare hands. You grab a handful and you just sprinkle it in the nest, and you make sure that all the corners have it. So you get another handful, you go everywhere, you can pick it up and move it. Alrighty, and that looks to be wonderful. It's nice and clean. The back has some, all the sides have some. It's got some down there. It looks beautiful. Alright, I'm going to do this to all of them, and I will show you the results after. Alright, here are a couple of examples. Alright, so you can see the general level of all of them. It's not the lowest. It's about ½ an inch off of the ground, as you could say, or the nest bottom. And you put enough in to where you can't see the bottom on any sides or any of the corners. And that'll do the trick. Just about ½ an inch. Don't want to see the bottoms. Cover the corners a little. And alright guys, we are finished with cleaning our nests. I'm going to show you the end result. And stick around if you want to see where I put all of the bad shavings and the dirt, dust, you know, all that crap. I'll show you where I put it right after the results. Alright guys, last things last. I'm going to show you where I put all of the dirty mud. Tip, if you don't have a compost, a compost is a wonderful place to put it. That's where I'm going to put mine. I'll show you in a second. You want to keep it further away from the nests. I would say about 400 meters if you can, or you could put it in a bag. Like put it in 2 or 3 bags, like a trash bag, or send it to the dumpster or the recycling area where they have dumpsters. But for me, we have quite a bit of land. I'm gonna walk a good ways down to our garden, which is right beside our compost. But we're gonna dump it in the garden. All right, I'm gonna go show you where it is. All right, we are here. All right, so our chicken coop is about 600, 800 yards that way. It's quite clear, so we can see if anything's coming up, which means, say if we dump this here, we can see if a possum's coming up and smelling around and seeing where the chickens are. Therefore, now we know to be alert for some possums. So we usually, or you guys can just dump it. Spread it around. Remember, you want to dump it in a place that it's weak for your, for me it's clay, for your dirt. And you want to spread it around like so. And there we go. You just keep spreading it around, spread it thin, keep spreading it thin. A lot of this is mainly dust. So there we go. We have a whole fertilized spot in the garden. All right, guys, that's it on the video. We completed the whole process of cleaning out our chicken laying nests. I will be making another video about cleaning out the roosting area. Should be coming up soon. It's going to be right after this. I would really appreciate it if you'd like, subscribe. If you want to know more about chickens, if you like these videos and want to keep seeing them, that's the only way I'll know is if you like, subscribe, and comment on anything that I've missed, or tell me about the chickens that you guys have so I can start making recommendations for the types of chickens you guys have.